Is a safe space for Black families with the goal of navigating challenges and triumphs and fostering community. Joining me now is Amber Redrick, host of the Black Parenthood Podcast. Welcome to the show, Amber.
Thank you.
Yes. So what inspired you to create the Black Parenthood Podcast?
I kept running into absolutely amazing parents, trying to navigate the journey, trying to figure it out. And time again, they would say to me, "Oh, I'm doing a terrible job." And I'm like, "Well, what's going on? My baby is 7 and she doesn't understand stocks and investments." And I'm
Oh,
like,
goodness.
or I can't figure out the right school. And I was like, "Oh my God, you're an amazing parent." And one day I went to visit a mom and she had 8 children intentionally.
Go,
And
girl.
I walked into her home and it was spotless.
Wow.
Absolutely spotless.
It's possible.
Yes, and there were little humans everywhere, and they were all very well behaved, and I could hear mom and dad coaching and guiding. No one ever raised their voice.
Wow.
And I was like, "What kind of magic stuff is going on here?"
Exactly.
And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Oh my God, so many amazing parents. We need to center this. We need a community."
Yes, definitely. And you are also the CEO of Teen Hype. Talk about what is Teen Hype and how has that played a role in your mission for this podcast here?
So Teen Hype is a youth development organization, and we are celebrating 20 years this year
Congratulations.
of supporting absolutely amazing young people. And I spend a lot of time hearing from teenagers all of the wonderful things they think about their parents. I am always getting reviews. And I just wanted an opportunity to create community for Black parents because there are unique challenges that come with being a Black parent. And what does it mean to create a community where parents feel like they have support and we can celebrate all of the joys and talk about some of the tough stuff too.
Yeah, that is such a beautiful mission there. You talked about those unique challenges that Black families face. What are some of those challenges and how do they differ from other families?
Yeah. So imagine, parenthood already doesn't come with a manual, right? Like even if it did, it would be outdated because it wouldn't reflect COVID and it wouldn't tell us what to do with all this technology. And so now you've got all of these things that come normally with parenthood. And on top of that, we've got systemic issues. We're trying to navigate and make decisions about education. There are things just unique about Detroit. And so trying to figure out all those things, what do you say to Black boys? How do you have conversations about violence and all of the things that are happening in our world today? And I think they just certainly need a space that's theirs to talk about that, to navigate some of the hard stuff. We have disparities that we need to unpack. And so there are all kind of unique things. And we just need a good space for that.
Yeah, and talk about the importance of having a safe space to navigate the challenges and having someone you can relate to when it comes to those challenges as well.
Yeah, I think, for many, many years, we have taken for granted what community feels like and what that village feels like. And technology and all of the things have removed us in a way from that. And so this is a space to kind of recreate that and bring people back in, to stop, pause, to laugh about all of the things that come with parenthood and all of the joys that come with parenthood, as well as the challenges, because I think we have a hard time talking through the disappointments that come with parenthood. Sometimes it's just hard and we need a way to articulate that in a safe space.
Yes, and I love the setup that you have here for your podcast. It looks inviting and relaxing. Did you go with the theme here when you put this together?
We did. We talked a lot about what would it look like to create a safe space for moms, one that felt comfortable, that felt like that they were at home, so that we could unpack things in a really, really intentional way. And we were just fortunate that we were able to create that space there.
Yes, beautiful. You've already released 2 episodes. We got Black Parents Unite, and yes, Black children do go to boarding school. I love that. Sum up those episodes and what people can expect to hear.
Oh, all kind of things. So I got an opportunity opportunity to talk to a single dad and all of the experiences that he had raising his young people, and talking to some moms about what it means to raise confident and grounded children, and then what it means to raise children when you have some challenges and when parents separate. And so I'm excited about that. And then I'm even excited about season 2 and unpacking what happens when children experience illnesses, what happens when our children learn differently, all kind of exciting things to talk about.
They sound like some great topics there. Any people you want to tease to who may be joining you in the future, any other episodes you want to kind of put out there without putting too much out there for us?
So let's just say that I'm looking forward to talking to people that sometimes we recognize in the community who are parents, and people that we often see, and some of the ones that we admire, we are kind of curious about, that we want to learn more.
Awesome. And where can people find more information and, of course, listen to your podcast, as well as the information to support Teen Hype?
So we are, of course, on YouTube. You can visit Teen Hype Detroit YouTube page. We're on Spotify and Apple, all of the normal streaming places. Just type in Black Parenthood Podcast and check us out.
All right. Sounds awesome. Amber Redrick, thank you so much for joining us and for creating this safe space for Black families. I know it'll be very beneficial to so many.
Thank you. Thank you so much.